What is happening, people, and welcome to today's video where I'm actually broadcasting to you with the highest body fat that I've ever had in my entire life, and I'm also the oldest that I've ever been in my entire life, and I can't help but wonder if those two things might not be correlated somehow, because ever since I've been 25 years old, it's been progressively harder and harder to keep body fat off of me. So I know that at least a little bit of it probably is hormones and me getting a little bit older. I'm also taking a medication for a different health thing that makes me gain fat, but there have been a lot of controllables that I've chosen not to control, because it was only about a year ago that I was just about the leanest I've ever been in my entire life. So I know it is absolutely possible over 40. I just need to do the right things. Now, before we even get into this video, I'm going to assume that if you're watching this, you're already lifting weights at least 3 times a week, because you should really be thinking about increasing your strength or at least maintaining your muscle mass as we get older. That's going to be very, very important. And also, you should be making sleep a priority, where you're looking to try to get at least 8 hours. If you're not doing those things already, don't watch the rest of the video, because you need to get those things in line first. And I got plenty of things to help you with that. But for today, I'm going to hopefully go over with you 5 different things that I'm going to change up about my life, that hopefully you can change up about your life, that will also help you lose some body fat as well. All right, the very first thing is I'm going to clean out my fridge, my freezer, my cabinets, my pantry of all stuff that I should not be eating, because I know I have absolutely zero intention of touching that stuff. I am not going to eat it, but somehow, every single time the stuff gets eaten, and I really don't mean to, but it does. So if it is in my house, I absolutely need to get it out, or it will end up going in my belly. The second thing, for 2 to 4 weeks, just a period of time, I'm going to keep a food log. Now, I'm not talking about counting calories. If you want to count calories, you go ahead and do that, but that is definitely not my thing. But I will keep a food log, meaning that if I am going to eat a mint, I write down a mint. If I'm going to chew gum, I write down 3 pieces of gum. I put down every single piece of food that I put in my mouth, gets written down before I consume it. This does a couple things for me. Number one, it makes me conscious of what I do, because so many times throughout my day, I'll walk past a banana and eat a banana, or I'll do that with cookies or something. I'll just mindlessly eat from time to time. And so it changes that. And then number 2, it slows down the decision-making process, especially if you choose to write down what you are going to do before you do it. So if you're going to say, I'm going to eat 35 potato chips, or I'm going to eat 5 cookies, and you start writing that down, it slows down the process so you can really think it through and say, do I need 5 cookies? Could I get away with 4 cookies? 3 cookies? Do I need any cookies? Right? But it slows down the process enough so you have to mindfully decide the decisions that you're going to make, and you're just not just shoving stuff in your mouth without even realizing it. Also, the reason why it's 2 to 4 weeks is because this sucks to do. It is a complete pain, and it's embarrassing, and you don't want to do it. So only do it for 2 to 4 weeks, because that's going to break the habit, and then hopefully from that point on, you'll be able to mindfully make better decisions. Number 3, I'm going to build a routine, which means that one day a week, I'm going to wake up before everyone else does. I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to buy all my food for the week. Then I'm going to spend a couple hours that morning cooking all of that food and putting it into little storage containers, so that all throughout the week, I don't have any excuses for making bad choices. I always have a good, healthy choice with me, and I need to literally make the decision to do something bad and then write it down. I am going to eat 16 double cheeseburgers today, and then do it, right? That's a lot that needs to happen if you truly have the goal of body fat loss on your mind. So again, it's slowing down the process and just making things harder to cheat. Also, I mentioned this in my last training video, but you need to get rid of any boundaries that stand between you and getting done what you need to get done for this goal. So if you need to go to the gym directly after work and you don't want to stop home between, you need to make sure that your gym bag is packed and you have all your food and all your clothes and your shoes and everything that you're going to need, so you have zero excuses for not doing what you set out to do and what you said that you were going to do. Number 4, when in doubt, I'm going to eat more protein and drink more water, which means that if throughout the day I'm getting hungry, I'm going to eat more protein and I'm going to drink more water. After a meal, if I find that I'm still hungry, I'm going to eat more protein and I'm going to drink more water. And late at night, when I have terrible cravings, I'm going to eat more protein and I'm going to drink more water. There's a fail-safe that works for virtually everything, people. Almost every single one of you watching this knows the old rule of 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight or lean body mass. depending on which thing that you want to follow, but almost every single person watching this also falls short of that number every single day. And if you don't fall short of your protein requirements every day, getting a little bit more protein is not going to hurt you, especially when you're talking about keeping your muscle mass and losing body fat. It is only going to help. So when in doubt, if you are hungry, if you have cravings, if you're not satiated after a meal, eat more protein, drink more water. It'll work. Number 5 is going to be increase your daily activity. Almost every single person watching this has a phone, and whether you want it to or not, this phone is keeping track of every single step that you take throughout the day, and all that you need to do is pay attention to that metric and up that number. Just talking about steps per day, I would highly recommend that if it's not already a hobby of yours, pick up something like walking or rucking and try to add 1 to 2, 10 to 15 minute walks a day instead of watching TV or doing something else. All of this daily activity is going to add up by the end. Try to increase your non-exercise related physical activities. So go out and play catch with your kid, go chase your dog, go for a hike, get in the sunshine, just get outside and move more. Do more active things, and all those little tiny things add up. I know all of these choices, 1 through 5, all seem like very basic things that aren't that hard to change. And that is the truth. It is not hard to get lean if you do very basic things. And the only difference between who you are right now and who you are 6 months from now are all of these little tiny choices, but you need to make more correct ones than wrong ones. And all that comes down to being more mindful of what you're doing, getting more activity, making sure that you're lifting weights 3 times a week, and drinking water and getting enough protein, and just being conscious of all the things that you put in your mouth. If you do those things, trust me, 6 months from now, if you make all those decisions correct, you're going to be a completely different person, and you're going to be much leaner, you're going to feel better, you're going to be making better choices, you're going to be more conscious. It's all going to be awesome. Trust me on this. It is a really, really big deal. I've done it before. I know I can do it again, and here I am broadcasting to you in the before, and hopefully in just a couple months I will look much drastically different, a good bit leaner, and have held on to all my strength, all my muscle mass, and everything like that. And hopefully all of you will have joined me on the journey, and you will have success as well. So I thank you guys so much. If you guys are looking for a program and you are in a little bit of the older category of lifters, or you're a lifter who just has a lot of miles under your belt, then check out my 45 Master Sessions, because it just came out. So many people love it. It is going great for a ton of people, and honestly, it is a ton of fun. So I just thank you guys so much for all the ways you support the channel, and I thank you for the shares, the watch, the subscribe, just everything you do. It really, really does mean a lot. It allows me to live the life of my dreams, and it wouldn't be possible without each and every single one of you. So I will catch up with you later in the week. Till I do go out to something amazing, guys. Keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other. I'll see you then.